Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We're talking about Indiana Jones on PB and Cashew Show. Hit it.
You can't see my eyes, but welcome to the PB Cashew Show with your boy Cashew, and right beside me is your boy
PB. What's going on?
Oh, it's going good. PB, how's your week been?
Good. Busy. One thing that I did last week that I didn't get a chance to talk to about since we didn't have a show last week, since it was busy. I got a fresh cut.
Okay.
Fresh cut from a mutual acquaintance, Ricky at Looking Good over by Lake Avenue. I always get Mill Plain Road and Lake Ave mixed up, but the guys are there. Awesome folks, both the guys and ladies. Good place to get a cut, and they're really good. I got the nice fades, got it all good, looking all good, just like the thing says. I'm still riding that cool Elvis trip.
Okay.
I'm singing one of Elvis's songs tomorrow in church.
Okay.
So probably by the time most people see this, just check out the Northeast Baptist Church website and you get a chance to see me sing. It's actually not an Elvis song, but it was on his album that won him a Grammy. So I thought it was an Elvis song, but it's not an Elvis song. So,
oh, okay.
So, but yeah, that was it. Crazy stuff at work. Oh, I got a chance to go to the Stepney branch on Thursday. And you know what is 2 or 3 minutes from the Stepney branch? One of our favorite places to go to eat.
Mac Daddy's?
Mac Daddy's.
Hey, okay. So you were towards Monroe?
Mm-hmm. I was towards Monroe. Shout out to the folks of the Stepney branch. They were really cool in terms of just hosting this training. But then I was like, you know what? I missed lunch. So I said, let me go over to that cool spot. And I did. But here's the problem. I've been trying to work out a little bit more. You know, try to get more, fit and such. So for your benefit, everybody. So
you look good, by the way. You do look good.
Oh, thank you.
You can tell you're working out. You're like, oh.
Thank you. I mean, not it's something you just got to stay consistent with every day. So here is the problem. So I went to Mac Daddy's at around 4:30, and then I had to go to Costco and get some things there. So I figured after all of that mac and cheese, right, is going to be fine. It'd be good. And so I went to the gym. Ooh, it was bad. So word to the wise, do not go to the gym after having Mac Daddy's, or else you will. Just bad. It's just bad. So that's my little bit of advice for this week. But how about you? How was your week?
Oh, my week's been busy. My brother's car was in the shop for a week.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It was there last Wednesday. He got it back Tuesday. But my mom and dad, my dad had to use my car for maybe Monday and that Tuesday morning, you know. And then let's see. Oh, I went to the dentist.
Who's your dentist?
I went to the Hilltop. The one next to Abatech. Henry Abatech.
Okay.
I went over there. I actually been there before in 2015, so it's been a minute since I've been to the dentist.
That's right by
where that wheels are.
Where Wheels is, yes.
It's okay. Up there, and then but I am gonna get I got a cleanup and a checkup, and then I'm supposed to get a deep clean on July 20th. So that'll be good for me because I don't like smiling because my teeth aren't. I'm not gonna lie, my teeth aren't the best, and now that my teeth are going to be at least a little bit better, a little bit clean, I'll be smiling a little bit more probably in my pictures. Jeez. And Friday, I had to go to the mechanic. I also found out that my car got keyed.
Man, maybe you got somebody that's just got a vendetta towards you.
I don't know who. I don't know what the heck happened. All I just know is that when I was at the mechanic, I saw him wow. And my dad believes it wasn't a key. It was actually a knife because he said it kind of looked a little deep.
Oh shoot! So maybe there was some sort of gang fight that happened over by your house, and then
I do know there was an altercation at night. I don't know what
Oh,
happened. All I just know is I heard glass and someone yelling.
I,
So I don't know what happened there.
so I guess then word to the wise, everybody, just be careful out there because people's crazy.
Yeah, I was
Crazy.
so mad when I saw that. Though. I'm like, are you
Mm.
kidding me, man? Like, who would do that to my car?
Oh, the other thing that the reason why we didn't have a podcast last week was because Cashew planned a really cool afternoon. It didn't go exactly as planned, but we did get a chance to go over to Strikers in Brookfield, and we had a grand time. This was one of the cool takeaways that I had. Like they were playing a lot of '90s music at this place, and I kept on telling everybody like, "This song is older than you. This song is older than you." And you know what was cool? All of the guys that were there with us all knew these songs, and I was like, "You know these songs?" It's like, "Do you are these? This is what you would classify as good music?" And I was like, "Yeah, that would be." And I'm like, "Hope for this generation still."
I got Rick. What's it called? What's his name? Rick.
Rick Astley.
I got Rick Ashley. So what happened was when I was bowling, I was doing pretty good. This is the second I was doing pretty good, and I was like getting spares and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they put "Never Gonna Give You Up" and "Never Gonna Let You Down," and that got to me like because as soon as I let go, like I'm gonna let go, it came on, and I got it. I'm like, you crazy.
So
bro.
it threw you off.
It threw me off.
It threw you.
Because it threw me off because like I like the song. I like singing to it. You know, like I actually like the song. So when that threw me off, I started singing to it. That's what threw me off.
So you got Rick rolled while you rolled.
Exactly. While I was bowling,
Okay,
it was
got
crazy. I'm like, bruh. I even told you this when we were.
Yeah,
I told you like they just got me, bro.
Because like Matt was killing it the second game, killing it, like really killing it, and then something just happened. I think that was it, right? The Rick Astley.
Well, no, I mean that was just one time, and I was still playing pretty good.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing too bad.
Yeah,
the first game I was horrible, but the reason why I was bad because it's been a minute since I played bowling,
mm-hmm.
so like I had to get used to how I used to bowl.
Yeah,
once I figure it out, I'm like, okay.
Because you gotta realize whether you have a curve this way or a curve the other way. So
yeah,
I mean, I've missed it because back in the day, back in high school, we used to go bowling all the time, like on weekends and such. Like we'd go play basketball, and then maybe we'd go bowling. There was this one place that we used to go to. I forget where specifically, but it was like at the bottom of a pizzeria.
Okay,
and it was like old and such, but the games were cheap. It's like $1 a game and $1 for shoes. But so we would play like 6 or 7 games down there. Yeah. So I miss places like that. And but playing last weekend, just kind of gave us a taste of that again, which is kind of neat.
And get away from like it helped out a little bit. I mean, things happen, but it's whatever, you know. Like
I was curious,
it helps you release the stress, you know, because like busy life and sometimes you have a lot going on. You just need to hang out with friends and just relax yourself.
The thing that I was wondering is like, what compelled you to just organize like an outing like that?
Okay, so the original plan was to go volleyball, and I made that plan I think 3 to 2 months ago.
Yeah, like, but not more like the plan. It was like what compelled you? It's like
because like we honest. It's a bit most of the time we work. Mm-hmm. You know, we have church. You know, we do church events and stuff like that, and it's just busy. And sometimes we get stressed, and sometimes we don't hang out, or you know, we like I said, we stress out a lot.
Okay,
and you know, sometimes you need a day where you can just have fun, hang out with friends, and take away that stress, get away from all the craziness that's happening in the world.
And that's what I appreciated of it, because what I was the week prior, because of a lot of things which I'm not going to get into in terms of like work and such, really kind of dragged me down, and it was just a really fun thing to just do, just to get out and do something that was something familiar and something fun to still do. And then we went to IHOP afterwards, which was kind of fun. But
yeah,
our food was kind of cold.
Your food, mine was good. I had a good. I mean, we did kind of went almost when they were closing.
But the thing that was crazy, when we went to Denny's that day, they had one cook.
I felt bad.
I felt bad, man. I
really
was like, listen, it's okay if we just go. And just like, thank you. So
But yeah, like that's why I decided to because, like I said, the original plan was to do volleyball, but you know
everybody's
that week when I like I looked at the weather report, so it was supposed to be nice. It wasn't supposed to rain, right?
mhm.
Then on that Monday, oh, it's only 40%. Okay, that Tuesday came. Oh, it's going up to 50%. That's a Wednesday. Oh, 70%. Wednesday night, 80%.
Oh yeah,
Thursday morning, 90%.
yeah.
Thursday night, 90%. Friday morning, 90%. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's see if we can do something else, like maybe bowling.
Yeah.
Friday night, when I said that, 40%. No. It was still 70% actually.
Yeah.
Then when I got home, 40%. I'm like, serious? So I'm like, let's see.
Let's just
Let's just still do it though.
Yeah.
And then Saturday didn't even rain. Well, it rained for a little bit.
Yeah.
But it didn't rain.
Didn't rain so much. I was like, because my plan really was like, everybody was asking me what I was going to be doing for the weekend. I said, oh, my buddy Matt's like trying to plan this outing over at what is the name of that
McCower Park, I think?
McCower Park. I just kept saying the park that's behind Walmart, and I was like looking forward to that. In fact, like even planned my workout schedule, assuming the fact that we were just gonna be out all day. We were just all afternoon just playing volleyball. That didn't happen.
I always have a plan B. Yeah, I had a plan B.
Yeah,
just in case if the volleyball doesn't happen.
And
I plan this. This is how I plan. If volleyball doesn't happen,
we can go.
We can still bowling. While we doing bowling, I could go watch The Flash, and then I go pick up my mom, and that's why I did bowling at 5. But like, you know what? Let's say The Flash was a pretty good movie, but it wasn't better than Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, you were saying
Spider-Man.
Or Spider-Man.
Across the Spider-Man.
I'm hearing a lot of really good things about it.
You know what's crazy though? They're not doing it too hot.
Who? Disney?
Flash. Like they're not making like I think they had The Weeknd. They made 55 million. That's not that good.
Well, openings
like they didn't have that much.
Well, sometimes.
And the reason why is because Ezra Miller. That's the real reason why. Because like all the controversy that happens with him, you know, stuff like that. And then they had him actually at the red carpet, and people weren't happy about that. You know?
Either.
And then I saw this tweet last night on like was it like on opening weekends with like the like DC and Marvel. I kid you not, Marvel is just demolishing DC. Like I'm gonna read it to you real quick. You can talk. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I got you there.
Like, right? See.
Right.
Spider-Man. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm hearing a lot of good.
So here it is.
Spells about it.
Top 10 domestic box office opening weekends from MCU to the DCEU. Avengers, Infinity War, right? Is that Infinity War? No, Avengers Endgame, 357.1 million. Spider-Man No Way Home, 260.1 million. Avengers Infinity War, 257.7 million. Avengers, 207.4 million. Black Panther, 202 million. Avengers, 190. Age of Ultron, 191.3 million. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, 187.4 million. Wakanda Forever, 181.3 million. Captain America Civil War, 179.1 million. And an Iron Man 3, 174.1 million. Now you do DCEU.
Well, DC ranges from like 166 million all the way to 33 million. So that's ranging from
Batman versus Superman.
We'll just throw the graphic on here, but like 166 million, 133 million, 116 million, 103 million, 93 million, 67 million, 67 million, 55 million, 53 million, and 33 million. So these are like the highest grossing one was Batman v Superman, which is was
probably one of the, out of all these movies here, it was probably the worst, if you want to be honest.
Which is crazy. Wonder Woman didn't do that. Oh, you know what? I think some of them also were released during the pandemic. So
no, I don't believe so. I think
because Wonder Woman
came out I think in 2018. I think,
okay. So it's prior to that.
To Black Widow was the one that came out. In the pandemic.
Disappointment.
I mean, I had it. Were you at my house that day though?
Yeah,
it was me, you.
Is you, Zach,
and Jose, Brandon. I think no.
We were watching Shang-Chi
when Brandon was there. Richard, I think Richard was there. So it was me, you, Zach, Jose, Richard. I think
Yeah,
Richard was.
I'm not. The thing about it, I still had a good time with it, but
We had
but the story
but it had
could have
me.
been better though.
It had me not because remember we were like I remember we were watching it and then he's like, "Oh no worries, we're in the plane, we'll be fine." And next thing, like they fell down, had me die. Like,
I always just call him Hopper because I know him.
Yeah, from Stranger Things.
I know him as Hopper from Stranger Things. David.
We only did the I only did the twice, right? Where I had you guys over was Black Widow and Shang-Chi, and that's
Shang-Chi,
because they
and
were doing it.
Didn't we watch? We watched a basketball game too, didn't we?
I don't remember.
Well, you know what we need to do? We need to do next time that there's like a pay-per-view, like a fight, like a UFC. If there's a way that you can just pop it onto your TV, like maybe attach your laptop to it or something, or if you have a smart TV, and you can just project it or something like that, we should try that. That'd be cool.
Maybe we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
I gotta do one. We have to do one of those looking things again. So that's fun too. When we just hang out, watch a movie, order pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember doing that.
I remember we almost did that. We were gonna watch, I think, Thor Ragnarok. It was me, Brian, and Lucas, and a few other folks, and then we were all getting comfy downstairs in the basement, and then all of a sudden, someone had to go.
Yeah,
we're all just like, "Oh, come on, man!" But yeah, hangouts like that are always pretty cool. So, but yeah, I think we've been having a lot of good success with these movies thing. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check out our TikTok about the Rush Hour when we talked about Rush Hour.
Wait, I don't think we put a TikTok up, did we?
We did. Maddie.
I did not see that. Let me go look at that real quick while you guys are talking, man.
No, don't stop while you're talking. Gosh, do it during the break.
Okay, I'll do it during the break.
Gosh.
I did not know that.
Because then you're like, oh, look, Matthew's watching the video.
You know what?
Like,
I haven't noticed it because, like, I don't look at the PB and Cashew TikTok because we haven't used it in a while. So
because I think it's always cool to just make sure we start using it. And what Maddie did with it is really good. And we'll snip it in here. We'll snip it in here.
Let me say something. You better snip it in here because the last time you said you were
snip it in here.
You did. I'm like, where's the picture at?
But there's the picture at because we're like, oh look, here's the thing with the ramen.
The ramen. I'm like, where's the picture? You say so. We had to put the picture up.
Okay, I had to say. So two things we're gonna put after the break. Two pictures: the
Marvel and the
Marvel thing, DC thing, Marvel thing, and then the picture of the ramen and our TikTok stuff. So we will talk about.
We don't have to put the TikTok stuff, but we had to put. If we're gonna say we're gonna put this up here, we got to put the DCEU and Marvel one at least.
Okay, fine. No, but I just said the TikTok ones. We'll put the TikTok.
Okay, fine. We'll put the TikTok
because it's our own commercial for our own stuff. So
yeah, we could. So at the end of the day, like I don't know. I haven't watched. I didn't go to movie theaters today because it was just like there's really nothing to watch. I didn't want to watch. I could have watched. Actually, I could have watched something if I wanted to, but I'm like, I don't want to go to the movie.
What is it to see?
I could have watched Elemental, that Disney movie that just came out.
Oh, I heard it's terrible.
I don't know.
I mean, they're saying now that Pixar or Disney in general, even their stock is like plummeting.
Oh yeah, it's going down.
So
you saw Secret Invasion?
The
first episode?
No.
You gotta watch it.
I thought it was an out yet.
It came out on Wednesday. You gotta watch it. Bro.
Perfect. Oh yeah, I'll I'm all.
I'm like, ooh.
So wait, let me just get before we break. So Samuel L. Jackson is in all of these episodes.
Yeah.
It's primarily about him.
It's basically about Nick Fury. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can dig that. Samuel L. Jackson getting his own series is gonna look.
You're gonna you're gonna watch him and be like, Nick Fury looks fly. I'm like, he looks so cool in this series. Like,
and plus the thing that's interesting is that Samuel L. Jackson he ages really well. Yeah. Like, in terms of how he still looks, I think he's like about 70 something or something.
Yeah, like compare him to Harrison Ford.
Yeah, true.
Harrison Ford's 80. I just found that out.
Yeah, and he looks. He's old. Kind of.
When you look at Samuel Jackson,
Samuel Jackson's like,
he looks like he's 50, maybe 40. He looks young. He really does.
Maybe he's a scroll.
Imagine that.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break and see if we can get all this other stuff ready for you, and then we will get into Indiana Jones.
Dun, dun,
Dun dun dun. And we'll. So also like just to kind of prep, and also if like, subscribe, and then let us know which of the Indiana Jones movies was one of your favorites. Put it in the comments or post it on our Facebook, because nobody posts on our Facebook except us. But yeah, check us out, and then we will get back to you in a minute.
And we're back. And now we're going to transition to Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
And I actually saw it. So let me tell you what happened.
Not the new one, right? You're talking.
No, the new one that comes out next week.
Next week, great. So
let me say, I spent 5-6 hours, I believe.
Wow.
So I watched the first two. I watched the one yesterday in the morning.
Okay.
And then
so
yesterday,
let's just
last
recap.
night when I got work.
So you watched Raiders first.
Yeah, I watched Raiders first.
Then
Temple of Doom last night when I came out of work.
Okay, and then
I saw today the two in the afternoon.
So you saw Last Crusade and the Kingdom of the Crystal Crap.
Whatever, Crystal Skull, I think it is.
Kingdom of the Crystal Blah.
And I liked it. The movies. I just want to know how Harrison Ford's going to do this last one. He's 80 years old. And it looks like it's going to be good. Like, I'm looking at this one, like, it looks like it's going to be good.
I joke with it, and I think he's just super tired of doing these movies, to be honest. I think he wants a movie kind of like how Tom Hanks had the Man Called Otto. I think he wants a movie kind of like that, where he kind of just
well, he could have said, honestly, he could have said no if he wanted to.
But he's still going to be doing other movies, like action-packed movies. Like he's going to be Thunderbolt Harris.
Yeah, as I say, he's in
the
he's in MCU. And he's 80 years old. I didn't know that.
He is. He's been in the game for a while. So I mean, all the different iconic roles of Harrison Ford is like from
Han
Solo, Indiana Jones. He was also in Patriot Games. He played Jack Ryan for a really good time. He was also in Clear and Present Danger. I think that's a Jack Ryan too. My favorite one where he plays the president. He plays in Air Force One. He tells John Malkovich, "Get off my..." Not John Malkovich. The guy who played Commissioner Gordon. I forget his name. Gary Oldman. I was like, "Get off my plane."
But yeah, like he does a lot of iconic roles, and he's just him and like we talk about Samuel Jackson. Like they're getting
up there.
Getting up there. You know?
But that's what just said. You pointed out a while ago when we were discussing it that Samuel Jackson, he just ages well.
Jackie Chan's another one too, is getting up there too, and he started to say that his body's hurt because he does his stunts.
Yeah,
he's like Tom Cruise; they do their own stunts.
But the thing with him though is that he still looks pretty young.
And like I said, like he's doing. I believe they said we're doing Rush Hour 4, right? He's going to be in there apparently, so...
it'd be cool if he kind of hands the reins to somebody else, which is...
We already had that discussion, though. We already had that talk. We can't talk about Rush Hour now. It's Indiana Jones now.
Indiana Jones time. But we did say that we would post up the TikTok, so...
Wait, we gotta say... She didn't actually put it on TikTok.
On TikTok just yet. But
we do have the video, so we'll show you the video.
Like right now.
It's the thing with Rush Hour, and it's just me being honest, it's just Chris Tucker. What makes it awesome?
Who are you? You. No, not me, you. Yes, I am you.
It's a very yin-yangy of it.
Yeah,
it's like you have like this reserved kind of guy that's like, "Oh no, that's not what we do," and then it's like, "Man, look at me, I'm like Chris Tucker."
And we're back. And that's the first time I saw the video.
Oh, I love it. It's so funny.
It's a funny video.
I love it. I especially like the cuts of it with the things that we were talking about, and also the captions that she does are always hilarious. Yeah. So, shout outs to Maddie. When we can pay you, we will pay you.
Whenever we decide, whenever we get money,
once we get monetized, and
whenever we get sponsors,
and
I don't know, we'll figure something out.
We're so crazy. We give commercials for places that don't sponsor us, like our dentists and our things, but yeah, so hopefully we'll have something like that also for this one, so tell everybody about it. on all these different platforms. So going back, Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. Now, you've watched all 4 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you did with all the other movies that we've watched. Rank them, Matt.
And you want me to start worst to best? Or best to worst?
Not necessarily best, like preference. Okay, like which one? Because they're all good in their own respects.
So I would say this: the one with Shia LaBeouf, the Crystal Skull, I think it is.
So you have
the fourth
Raiders, Temple, Crusade, and
the
Crystal
one.
Skull. Yeah, Crystal Skull.
The fourth one, the issue I have with the last one, not the one that's coming out, the last one with Shia LaBeouf, is like, I feel like Shia LaBeouf was like, he's a good actor, but he wasn't it. He wasn't it, and they changed the story too much. Like, okay, let me explain. Indiana Jones, they should have just kept it for like an entire movie, one girl. Not multiple different girls.
I have an explanation for that, which I will get into.
Okay, but here, so for let me do it like this. So the first Indiana Jones, the girl that he likes is Marianne.
Mm-hmm.
The second Indiana Jones, her name is Willie. The third Indiana Jones, her name's Elsa, and the fourth one we go back to Marianne, right? So
Marianne,
I thought in the first movie she was funny, but she felt like she was like kind of dense. Like he would tell her, "Don't do that, don't do that." She didn't listen.
Yeah. Here's the one thing that I had not a problem with, but the thing that was interesting when you introduce Marion is she's like this
awesome,
this strong.
She about to whoop your butt. Or
yeah,
something.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden, for the rest of the movie, she's Indy, help me.
But it makes sense.
It makes sense. But you miss out on that particular character.
But it also didn't make sense. Like you thought that, like I thought she was gonna listen. I thought she would be smart. They made her seem like she was dense, like she didn't know. Yeah. And you told her to do this. She's like, "No, I'm gonna do it my own way." And then they said, Indy, help!
Yeah,
and I get why they did that.
Yeah, but you missed that. If you missed out on having like another cool female
and
protagonist.
Then the second one was Willie, which she was just she was just scared of everything. She was just scared of everything.
Screamed at everything.
But here's the funny thing though. Her and Indiana Jones had a funny like. They have a lot. That's
what does make that.
It was so
the
funny.
Dynamic between the two of them is hilarious, especially hilarious. in the hotel where they're. That was
funny.
That was funny.
But my favorite character in that second one was Shorty. I love Short Round.
Oscar winner.
I love Short Round. Yeah. And then and the first one I like this. Sala, right?
Oh, Sala. You know what that is, right? That's John Rhys Davies, who is Gimli from Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
And
I
also
like this Sala.
He's also from I think he's also in the Harry Potter series. I think
the third one was pretty good too.
The third one.
It had the girl that this relationship was kind of weird because she was a Nazi, but her name was Elsa. And he
go away, Elsa.
Go away, Anna.
Oh,
no, but again, I lost my train of thought because you got me thinking about Frozen for some reason. So what happened was she was a Nazi. She made it seem like she was like a good person, and they're looking for the dad. I love the dad. His dad had me dying.
Oh, Sean Connery.
He had me dying, and Sala comes back. Right, that's how you say Sala.
Sala.
I like his character. And then the fourth one, we went back to, how do you say her name again? Marion. We went back to her. And then the fourth one, I'll say this, she wasn't that bad. She had some funny moments. But I just didn't like how they did Indiana Jones and her relationship.
There's a lot of wasted. Another one where things were wasted because Cate Blanchett as a Russian archaeologist.
But she didn't do bad.
But the story, like the pieces.
It's just like I feel like the story
was just like aliens. Like,
okay, I understand why they did that because Indiana Jones seems like it's more like since they're archaeologists.
Yeah.
they look at these type of things.
Yeah, but
I like the first one.
The alien things that just didn't. That kind of. I mean, there's always that theory about it, but it would have been cooler if they were trying to look for something else, like another artifact, maybe something, I don't know, something from Buddhism or something from
because they went,
or something from Rome or something like that.
Whoops! It seemed like they went to more to religion stuff, but then they went to alien.
Yeah,
which okay.
Which
I did like the first one. I liked that was of the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's interesting. And then the second one was
the Sankara
Stone. I think I don't know what religion is that.
That's Hinduism.
Yeah. Hinduism. And then they go back. The third one, they go to Christianity. They go back.
Actually, no. This is how it like the
Holy Grail.
The first one's Judaism.
Judaism.
The second is Hinduism,
and then
third one is Christianity.
And then the fourth one is just alienism.
Aliens.
No,
aliens.
You could call it alienism.
Yeah, you could have like gone with the whole major religions thing. Maybe find something from.
So
Islam
I wonder if the dial one is going to be a religious one or not.
The dial of destiny. I think it might be just another one of those.
Like just a fun one to watch.
Yeah, just like another. I don't know.
But like
it's archaeology. I mean that's where it goes.
One thing I did not know is how gruesome it was with their deaths in Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah.
I did not notice that until I watched the first one, the second one, though, and I'm like, what the heck?
Oh yeah.
And what's more crazy is like how they died unnatural causes. Like Indiana Jones didn't kill them. They died. One died because of the power of God.
Second.
The first one died because of the power of God. The second one died because he got into evilism, but then alligators ate them up or crocodiles. Mm-hmm. He fell down. The third one was also, I guess, the power of God because
he chose the wrong. He chose the wrong. He chose.
And not only that, the CO2, you weren't supposed to go far. And then the fourth one was the aliens just.
Oh, you were too hungry for knowledge.
Knowledge and you died. Yeah.
Can't let you die.
I think I'm saying this. I think the most gruesome one was the first one. Like they actually showed when they showed them dying.
Oh yeah,
you
open up the Ark of the Covenant and all of a sudden God melts your face.
Yeah, I swear I was not expecting that. I'm like, what the heck?
The one other character that's also a fan favorite is Toph. He's the SS officer. Someone that talks like this.
Oh, I like Brody. I like Marcus Brody. He had me die.
Oh, Marcus Brody.
He had me die too. Like he goes.
Marcus Brody shines the most in Last Crusade.
Yeah,
but does. You still haven't given me like your top four.
Oh, okay.
So who's what?
So my least favorite is the Shia LaBeouf one. Okay. I didn't like his character at all.
Crystal Skull. Okay. Then.
Ooh. I think the Raiders one is my third favorite.
Raiders, okay.
Third.
Okay. Raiders.
I'm gonna go with Last Crusade as my second.
Wow.
And I'm gonna go with Temple of Doom. I just don't know. I liked it. And here's what. Okay, you go for. Why you give that face? Look, don't get me wrong. Crusade, it was really good. Don't get me wrong. That was a good one. The third one was really good. But I felt like, and this is me being honest, I felt like in the second one,
I'm making my face.
The second one, I felt like the story was I felt like like everybody went well together in the second one. Mm-hmm. Like I really believe Short Round and Indiana Jones relationship was awesome. I just felt like the story was a lot better. Like it made more like it's just like if you think about it, the reason why I like this one a lot more is because like it was more like a human, right? They actually are a cult, right?
Yeah,
they are like a thuggy cult, and you see how evil can actually turn you into demonic stuff, you know?
Okay.
And like, don't get me wrong, like I just felt like me personally, I just liked that one a lot. I don't know, it was just something about it that I liked it a lot, you know?
I'm doing my Michaela.
All right, explain to me why you didn't like it. Explain to me why I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Explain to me why you give me that face, because I know you wanted me to put the Last Crusade as number one. Yes. I know that for a fact.
Yes, because it is. It is the best one. I could do a whole show on just explaining how good. Because with yours, this is mine. I have bad vibes with my four is this. It's Crystal Skull, then Temple of Doom. Not because it's bad. I love Temple of Doom for the same reasons that you're saying. But then Raiders of the Lost Ark will be the second one because it's the first one, and I kind of do like the I don't know, the story of it also was I like the archaeology hunting parts of it was interesting. And then Last Crusade.
But me personally, I'm gonna say this. Me personally, I feel like the villain for the second was the best.
Oh, Mola Ram, yeah,
he was a bad like.
Mola
that's
Ram
one thing.
is
That
terrifying.
That was another thing. Like,
I mean,
when you look at all the villains, and you rank them, he was probably the
he's
best.
He's not. If we're gonna rank like Indiana Jones villains,
he is the best.
Mola Ram is because Belloc not really that terrifying.
Not only that, like
what's it called?
The way Belloc died was, like I said, it was by unnatural causes.
Yeah. Donovan, yeah. And then Kate Blanchett was kind of flat and weird.
I'm telling you,
but Mola Ram is psycho.
But yeah, and think about
Mola Ram is like take.
I don't know. It's like for me. So why do you like? Okay, so why don't you like? What's the
It's not that I don't like. I know. So why do I disagree with your list?
What makes it like a buy?
Okay, here 2 words that make Last Crusade the best one. 2 words. Sean Connery. Sean Connery makes that movie the best because here the reason why you're mentioning like like how come there's a different girl for each one. Here's the reason why. So when they were creating Indiana Jones, they said, who would be when they're trying to create the backstory of the character, they thought that the father should be like a secret agent type guy. Okay. And then who was the secret agent that was like the guy during the time of their youth? James Bond, played by Sean Connery. So that's why there's like a different girl in this one because he's kind of like James Bond as well. In fact, in Temple of Doom, he's wearing a white tuxedo, very reminiscent of Sean Connery's thing. Now, why is Last Crusade the best? First off, one, you learn a lot about Indy's origins when he's young, and then also like his struggles. You bring back Marcus Brody, you bring back Sala. The archaeological search for stuff was also pretty cool. The fact that Alison Doody, yes, that's her name. And here's guess where Alison Doody is actually from?
I don't know.
She's a very convincing Austrian, but she's actually from like Iowa. And so when they were interviewing her, it was so crazy. Like, I'm this Iowa girl. It's Iowa, and she's from the Midwest somewhere. And she's like, how to portray an Austrian was very, very challenging for her. So, but yeah, and Vogel, who's and also the tank chase scene. The tank chase scene was amazing.
The tank.
So the tank chase. Okay, and then the actual trials. Here's the other thing. Like you can learn. I have a sermon outline that I was able to come up with the last 3 challenges. Okay, the last 3 challenges is the breath of God, the path of God, and
no. It was the
breath of God. The word of God, and the path of God. And it talks about the importance of the Bible because it's kneel. So it's humility. The second thing is making sure that the Bible is very, very important in your life. And third thing is you have to have a belief and faith. And it's like, that's what gets you to the Holy Grail. It's like, and all these cool little lessons. And then here is the thing that makes this one really good. It is, what he was really searching for, right? This is the deep part.
No, I know. He was searching for God.
Not God.
Oh, he was
searching for the...
Oh, gosh. What was it? I can't. My brain's fried right now. Go ahead, say it.
It's a story about finding your relationship with your father.
That's
the deep cut of it. The key thing there is like in the scene where they're in the blimp, right? He's kind of getting in his case. It's like, you know what, Dad, we never really talk. And then Sean Connery's like, do I sense a rebuke? Yes, Sean Connery. Thank you.
He did say that.
Thank you very much. And then he's like, "No, Dad, we never talked." And then he explains to him, it's like, we've never had like a moment like this. And then there's that scene. Spoiler! Oh yeah, spoiler alerts! But you should have seen these movies already. Spoilers. But the scene where he thinks that Indy's dead after the tank goes down, and he's like,
"We just need 5 minutes."
He's like, "Yeah," it's like 5 minutes would have been enough.
It's just so funny because he goes, but he's like, "What are you guys looking at?"
Yeah,
and then he goes, "We gotta go. We gotta go."
And then the hat rolls in, and then here's the cool thing at the end, like he finally acknowledges that, hey, he calls him Indiana, but then he calls him Junior again. That's the other thing, all the cool jokes, like the running gag of him being called Junior, and he goes, "Well, that's his name, Henry Jones Jr." And also the set piece where like they're on the motorcycles, and then he does these things, and there's another. See, I could talk about Last Crusade
I think
a jillion times.
I think the thing that kind of threw me off. I really gonna say the villain wasn't.
Oh no, Don.
Me personally, I love a movie that has an excellent villain. And when you look at all the movies, like if you put them all together,
Molaram is the
best villain. And not only that, here's what I liked about it too. Like, because you could go on. Let me explain something. I like the humor between Indiana Jones and with Willie. Yeah. They had me dying. Like,
and Short Round steals the show.
Short Round steals the show, but it also makes you realize is like, when Willie asked the question, why you have him with you, like talking about Short Round, and he explained he lost his family through a fire, right?
Yeah,
and he lost him to a family, and it gives you that connection why Indiana Jones love Short Round,
right?
But then not only that, think of it like this too. It shows you that he loves kids too.
Yeah.
Because he hears the kids and he's like all upset that they're there. And instead of saying we could leave, he's like, we're all leaving. All of us. All of us talking about the kids. So I don't know. I loved, and not only that, it's like, so it starts off in multiple different places. Starts off in, was it Hong Kong, was it?
Starts off in Hong Kong. Right.
Then it goes to, what was it?
Then it goes to India.
And
then it goes to a certain part of India, and then it just stays in India for the most part.
But it goes to a different part of India. It goes to like what's it called?
Panam Palace.
Panam Palace. And at first you go there, you think, these people are good. They're not doing anything wrong.
Not.
You're doing nothing wrong.
But they're all part of the thug.
And then next thing you know, like Indiana Jones, Willie and Indiana Jones had this little argument about, you like me, I don't like you, blah 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 situation.
Which is a fun one.
Which is a funny one. The funny part is like, I can't say it.
Yeah, you can't.
I'll tell you.
I know what you're talking about.
So, and then Indy goes to his room. He's about to get killed. Short Round's there, and he goes, like, gives him the whip. And then I don't know. It's just there was like funny parts because like Willie got me dying because
Matthew, you're forgetting to mention a very awesome set piece. Come on, Matt.
I'll try to think.
Matt!
Go ahead, say it, because I can't.
The minecart?
No, yeah, the minecart part was awesome. But I was saying, like, they had so many. I don't know. I feel like they had, like, don't get me wrong, the tank thing. The thing with me with the tank situation is, like, well, first of all, I want to say this. If we did all of that stuff, we're dead. If we were trying to do what Indiana do, we're dead.
Movie, right.
We would be dead, like, in a second. Not even, like, but I don't know. I just feel like, me personally, I just like, and then you see Indiana actually turn bad for a little bit, and you see you see Short Round like
Izzy, I love you.
Like he is so concerned, and all he had to do was burn him, and he goes back to how he was.
Yeah, that dynamic I think is the thing that makes. I'm not saying that I like Temple. I've grown to like Temple of Doom much more than I used to because I just thought, it's not really because there wasn't as much archaeology in terms of it. It's just like, the Sankara stones are over there. Just go get them back for us. In the other ones, it's like, we got to go to this place. We got to solve this puzzle. I kind of like that in terms of the Indiana Jones
there was
thing.
a little bit of it. Like, okay, I'll give you a sample. At the hotel,
Yeah, that's it though. That's where
but
they have to kind of. But there wasn't really any solving any other problems. It's just let's just beat Mola Ram, and then that's it. There's
but at first it was like they gotta figure out where the stone's at, right?
Yeah.
So like he figured out, oh, I gotta touch this part, push it back.
Yeah.
And I'm in a secret entrance. The scene with the bugs had me dying too. Gosh, yeah. That was I was terrified. I'm like, ugh, gross.
There's always like one kind of creature that kind of is the predominant one.
That one.
It's
I think
bugs in that one.
I think that one had me like, oh, gross. It was gross. That had me dying because like when Willie goes down there, she goes, ah, my nail's broken.
Yeah, a lot of people think that's like say that's the thing that kind of annoys everybody about Temple of Doom but that's kind of her character, you know.
I mean, mostly,
and I think and Steven Spielberg kind of did that on purpose.
Almost all of them were like that. The third one wasn't like that. She wasn't like, well, no, she did
with the mice, the rats,
the rats part. She did scramble a little bit. So like, and the fourth one. The ants. So yeah, so all of them were like that at the end of the day.
CG ants. That's the other qualm I have with the fourth one. With the original ones, those are real snakes. Most of them are real snakes. Second one, real bugs. Third one, more snakes, and most of those were like rats that they bred. And so when Allison Doody has rats in her hair, that's a real freaking rat.
But like, yeah, like I don't know. The fourth one just threw me off. Like, yeah, I didn't like the story. It's just like, why give him a son? Why is he bring back Marianne? Yeah. Oh, that's your son. You know, how long?
You know what I would like to have seen? Bring back Short Round. I would have loved to see Short Round in the third one.
Here's another thing that doesn't make sense.
Fourth one, sorry.
When did he have his son? Because everything was 2 years. I think the first one was like in 1934. First one was in 1934. The second one was in 1935. And then the third one was 1938. And then this one was like
1950s or something like that. They were
around there. And that's when you find out he became in the army. He went to the army.
A lot of people were saying, like, when he was describing some of the things that happened to him during World War II, that would have been a cooler story to talk about.
And then he left. He's like, oh, why? Like, when did he? That's the thing. It's like, when did he have the kid? Like, when did he had him? And when were they gonna get married? You know, that's a lot of like that.
There's a lot of
the fourth one gave you unsolved questions. Unless I guess they do have a show. It's called
Young Indiana Jones Chronicles doesn't bridge any of it. This talks about like his adventures when he was younger. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. So then
it's on Disney Plus.
So what? So then it doesn't make sense. Like, why? Like, how did all that happen?
Yeah,
because first of all, if it's 1934, the first one, because I believe it was, and then the second one's a year after, and he's not with her no more.
Yeah,
he's with Willie. And then 1930, and then the last one was the Last Crusade was 1938. Did he went back with her that 3 year after, or was he still with Willie? You know, like none of that was responsible.
But that's then again that he's trying to. They were writing him to be kind of like James Bond, because James Bond is not a one woman person.
No, I get that. So, but like,
and I guess that's also the other thing too. Why
it just threw me off because it's like, when did he have a son? When were they going to get married and he called it off?
Yeah,
and now they have
him being his son also just kind of comes out of like left field. Oh, he's your son.
And not only that, like Marcus and the dad die. So then, and his son is he's a dropout. So how old is his son? I don't remember. They said the age.
I don't know.
They didn't say his age. They look like they put him 20. So he can't be. That's what I say. Like, it kind of threw me off. It really did. And then what got me more mad was like, he goes, none of them were like you, honey. Like, are you serious? You're gonna come with like, oh, he's gonna quickly like her, like they're gonna quickly fall in love again.
It would have been cooler if you just kind of went with another Indiana Jones girl, or like I said, you could have just easily
kept one girl. If you want to be honest, if you want to keep the story like that.
No, but that's the character Indiana Jones, though. He's kind of not a one-woman person.
But
he's not like he's not a non-committal person.
It seems like he's now committed because he's married to her now.
Married to her now, right? So,
but like that's what I'm saying. That's what kind of threw me off.
This is now what I'm wondering. It's like, where are they going to take the new one? Are they going to go back, or are they going to go forward?
They're probably going to go forward. I know he has a goddaughter. That's the girl. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. It's probably gonna be a little different.
Bring back Saul. I think
Saul I think is back
because you can't bring back
can't bring
Marcus
and the dad can't bring back
Henry Jones Sr. is like
they're dead.
They've also passed away.
They passed away, but they also died.
They also died in canon. But then bring back Marcus. Marcus Brody didn't die at the end of. Not Marcus. Sala didn't die at the end.
Bring back Short Round.
Yeah, bring back Short Round.
That's a nerd.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a nerd. Like, what happened to Short Round? And that's the thing about I love you, but it's like there's so much unclear answers. Like that, where did Short Round went after that whole 1935? What happened to Will?
That's gonna be one. If Short Round is in the new movie, that's gonna be the big whoa.
Or you know what they can do is they can make a Indiana Jones show,
a series.
But
you got to recast because Harrison Ford.
Yeah, you can recast, but you can figure out what happened to these people. But like, there's so much unanswered.
Because there are a lot. Because that's the thing. I think if they came up with the idea of Indiana Jones now, they would most likely have done a series because an Indiana Jones series would have been so cool to watch.
Yeah, but like I said, there's just a lot that's not unanswered. Like, you don't know what happened to those girls that he's dead. We already know what happened to one. One of them died.
Elsa's dead.
She's a Nazi and she died.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She falls into the abyss.
Yes. Lily, we don't know what happened to her.
Maybe she just becomes another singer.
She disappeared. But the funny thing is that she left with him because they were going to the same place, and they kissed at the end. So,
I don't know. Well, that's. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. I really don't know. I really want to know what happened to Willie.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to know what happened to Short Round.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what happened. I want to know what happened to Sala in that second one because they didn't bring him back either.
Yeah.
So it was just like, I don't know. It was just so weird to me. Like, it's a good movie, but like I feel like they messed up the story.
You're talking about
the fourth one really messed it up, and so now I feel like if they make this one, and if it's not going towards the story, because like Shia LaBeouf is not in this one, I don't believe. Like I don't know why. I don't know if they're gonna bring his son back. I think
most test audiences didn't like him, so probably they're not gonna bring him back.
So like now, my question is, how is it gonna is his wife dead? Is she still alive? Is his son gone?
Yeah. Short Round, bring back Short Round.
I feel like
Short Round, make him like a professor of archaeology in Beijing or something.
See, I think that's what I like about
he's a triad boss.
I think that's what I like about a movie is when they have a well written story where they could connect everything and don't leave anything out. Like for example, Rush Hour.
The thing is that this is the one thing that I'll say about doing it that way, is that whenever you try to fit it all together really well, then you're forcing a unique story to develop, So like, again, and that's what made some of these movies, like when each one of these movies, you don't have to watch the other ones to like it. Like you could go and watch Last Crusade on its own and be like, oh cool, that was a cool movie, and then you could then watch Raiders of the Lost Ark and be like, oh, that was a cool movie. Actually, they're all standalone.
You have to watch. If you're gonna watch the fourth one, you actually do gotta watch the first one.
Yeah, you have to watch all of those other ones to kind of get all those inside jokes. But this one didn't really make any. There was one inside joke in Last Crusade. There's a picture of the Ark of the Covenant, and then Elsa asks him, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm sure."
Yeah, but so, that's why I don't know. Me personally, I just feel like I don't know. I just want to know what happened to the other characters. Okay. Like I want to know what happened to Short Round. I want to know what happened to Willie because like it's just because he doesn't bring them up at all. Doesn't mention them at all. Like his dad, he could have said, "Oh yeah, I met this child named Short Round." Doesn't mention that. I met this girl named Willie. Doesn't mention that. He doesn't even mention Mary. He doesn't mention anything about anybody.
But that's the thing. You can't because you can't always just like I think the way that they do it is because of how it is, you have to try to make a movie stand alone on its own. So you don't really need to make references to other movies. It's nice, but then when you're making a movie where it's all references from past things,
well, you don't have to. It's just like
it doesn't always work,
you can
except
say-
for
you-
Spider-Man.
You could say no, but you know a lot of movies actually a lot of movies do that where they do sometimes. You just have to say, like if he goes, if you want a lot of adventures, he goes, oh yeah, I met this, all he just has to say is the name, so you can know like, oh, are they dead? Because like think about it, in the fourth one, Marcus and his dad died.
Yeah, but it's like
you don't know what happened to Short Round. Like I say, you don't know what happened to these people. Some of these people,
because again, you don't want it to take away. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good.
But for me,
you don't need to because it takes away from the story.
I don't know, but for me, I felt like Short Round.
Oh, no,
I feel like Short Round like really wanted to help Indiana Jones, and I felt like
that's the
he could have been his sidekick.
That's the thing. That's where the bad writing comes from, and this happens a lot sometimes when a writer comes in that doesn't really like dig deep into the source material, where you could have a rich story. Like for example, if you have Short Round again, but here's the other problem too. Like when you produce the movie, and it's within that particular time range, Kai-Hu Kwan's not going to be like
a kid
anymore. So
Short Round has to be a little adult.
Honestly, what could have been better? You take out Mutt
and put
Short Round. That would have been good. I mean, by that particular time, Kai-Hu Kwan could have played it, and they have an adventure that takes place maybe in China during like the communist uprisings or something like that. Like you go with the Mummy 3 where you go to China to find something there. Like, and there's a lot of lore that you can delve into, because that's the other thing too. Like artifacts, finding artifacts is always a key thing with Indiana Jones movies, where like you're going to go find this thing, and then there's challenges in getting. That's why I love one of the things that's closest, I guess, to an Indiana Jones series that's got that artifact kind of feel to it is the National Treasure series. And that's why I love the National Treasure series, because it reminds me a lot of the Indiana Jones series, where you're going to go and find a particular artifact and the challenges that come with it. But you also have to have good characters, good solid story, and also a lot of really good action. That's the thing. I think we didn't discuss that much, but the action's really, really, really good. But with the fourth one, you kind of didn't have that as much. You did have the archaeology thing, but the characters were kind of flat, and they weren't as lovable. Like you mentioned, like you love the chemistry between so and so. I love the chemistry between
because but
the fourth one doesn't have that.
Because if you look at it like this, when Indiana Jones was like with Sala knew a lot about archaeologists. Like he knew a lot about the thing. Short Round knew a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
The third one, Elsa and the dad knew. Shia LaBeouf knew nothing. He didn't know nothing really.
He mentioned stuff.
And it was just mostly Harrison Ford and
and not to knock Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf's
he's a
great actor. I mean, I loved him in Fury. I loved him in.
He did good in Transformers.
But like the first one, and the Transformers series, good. But yeah, I think they're not the ones really to blame. It's just the writing. The writing. I think you needed a much tighter story, a much tighter writing in terms of that, and it would have been a good one. But hopefully this last movie, The Dial of Destiny, and I'm sure we'll do a follow-up of this eventually too. Hopefully we'll kind of learn its lessons, go back to some of the tropes, go back to the same things that made the formula really good, and maybe we'll be like, you know what, they got it right, or we'll be saying it's like they didn't listen,
or you'll be like, oh man, they did
even worse. They made it worse.
It's like the same.
The feel that I get though from the previews that I've seen with it, I think it might be going in the right direction. I think because. I think you've got the same kind of conflicts. You're looking for this interesting artifact. But what's going to be interesting is just to see how Indy kind of tries to wind it down. And I think also what's interesting about that, it's also showing maybe how Harrison Ford wants to try to wind things down as well. So, because
I wonder who's gonna take that mantle if they ever decide to make more Indiana Jones movies.
So let's end with that. If you had to choose right now, who would be your Indiana Jones person? Who would it be? In 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
I don't know. I gotta really think about it. There's a lot of good actors out there. Who would you choose?
I would probably pick Chris Pratt.
You gotta go someone younger. I feel like.
Then Tom Holland.
No, he's doing Nathan Drake for Uncharted.
Give him a hat and a fedora. Give him a fedora and a whip, and he's Indiana Jones.
Let me see how old is. Because I have someone in mind, but I gotta see how old he is.
Because with Indiana Jones, you need to have somebody who is a little bit more serious. Someone who's...
He's 39.
Chris Hemsworth? No, Chris Hemsworth is...
He would do really good.
He would do good. Yeah, either Chris Pratt or Chris Hemsworth. Chris Pine could do... All the Chris's could... Yeah, actually, all of the Marvel... All of the Chris's... Chris Evans could do it. Oh, here's a weird one. What if we had Ryan Reynolds play Indiana Jones?
Too funny.
Oh, you know what? Matthew, we can. You know who it would be? Because he's awesome, and we haven't mentioned his name in a really long time.
You gotta say Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is Indiana
Ryan
Jones.
Reynolds is 46. He can't do that.
I can't do it.
Let's see how old Paul Rudd is.
I think about the same age. Ryan Reynolds is only 46 years old. That's kind of crazy. I thought that he was much older than that.
Paul Rudd is 54.
Oh, no.
He can't do it.
Can't do it.
You have to get someone who's like my age or younger. So
yeah.
Tom Holland, he's doing Nathan Drake. I'm trying to really think. There's so many actors I know. I just don't.
Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson. You know what? I would give Robert Pattinson a shot. Robert Pattinson shot because I think he surprised everybody with Batman, and I think he could be a good surprise with that.
Oh, you know what? Henry Cavill. How old is he?
Henry Cavill would be great.
40 years old.
Oh,
died on us.
The lights died on us. So now we have this cool little mood lighting. So with that, and because the lights died on us again, looks like we have to cut things short again, but we hope you enjoyed this episode of PB and Cashew. And so if you've never seen the Indiana Jones movies before, check them out. I think they're all on Disney Plus now. All of you have a subscription somehow. Or get them on DVD. You can even rent them from your library if you have them. And it should be a fun time. Relatively safe for the kids. There's some scenes where you kind of need to have them turn away. But all in all, it was still a good ride. So from all of us at a very dimly lit and backlit studio, from all of us here at PB and Cashew, as we say every week, we don't know you, but we love you, and there's a God above that does. I'm PB.
And I'm Cashew.
Peace out, PB Cashewville.